Hey, welcome back to another Todd E. Walnuts video. Today I'm going to give a shout out to a Etsy store and seller for some excellent product I've been getting from him lately. The stack in front of you here on my bed are 4 authentic movie posters. They are from an Etsy seller by the name of Space Monkey Vintage, and the shop owner goes by the name of Mr Roshi or Mr Roshi. I will link those down below. I want you guys to check him out. Go to his Etsy page and look at all the beautiful vintage posters this guy has. It's phenomenal. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my posters and about the stuff that he's selling. He's pretty new to the selling game. I think he has 6 or 7 sales so far. He's a gentleman from Turkey, and I have ordered 2 posters from him so far, very reasonably priced, and he has been sending me a freebie each time I ordered. So I ordered 2 posters, he sent me 4 posters. 2 of them I have shown before on this channel. 2 of them recently came in, and I can't wait to show you guys. They're incredible. I really love them. And he has quite a selection on his Etsy page or store, however you call it. He has a lot of beautiful posters in every genre of movies. He does have a lot of horror stuff. He has a Jaws poster that looks phenomenal. I feel like picking that one up. I don't know if I will, but that's definitely worthy of a buy, as are quite a few of them. There's a Dario Argento Inferno poster that looks great. There's a Batwoman poster that looks phenomenal. And these are all original posters that hung in movie theaters in Istanbul back when these movies came out. These first 2 that I'm going to show you, I have shown before, like I said. I'm going to go over and show again, just because not everybody watches every video, and I know people don't have time for that. But since I was doing a shout out video to Mr. Roshi, however he pronounces it, I wanted to include everything in this video to give you guys an idea. And then when you go take a look, there's a lot of stuff that you're probably going to fall in love with. So this is the original movie poster from Shogun, which was a mini series back in 1980, I believe. It is 27 by 40. It does have, I mean, it's not perfect, and it's not going to be. It's a poster from 1980 that actually hung in movie theaters back in 1980. So you're going to get the little creases and maybe, you know, little imperfections, but to me that makes the poster have more character, and I love it. And some of these older posters are just works of art, so didn't want to spend too much time per poster, but I do want to give it its, you know, its due. And now I mentioned that if you order a poster, he will send you a free one. I'm not sure if that's always going to be the case. You may want to ask him. I don't want to speak for him. I'm not getting anything from him for doing this video. I just wanted to share the love and help his business grow. But he has sent me a couple of freebies. I'm going to pause it here and we'll go to the next poster. Actually, this one here was a freebie. I didn't order this one, but I absolutely love this mini series. And I was so thankful that he sent this to me. Now, this was the one that I ordered, and Shogun came with this one for free. This poster was not free. It was very reasonably priced. And considering to me the fact that the US poster for part 2, 3, and 4 were pretty bland, this is amazing. So I love this artwork. You can maybe hear some rattling on my door in the background. The girls are not able to join me in this video today just because I don't want them jumping on the bed and jumping on the posters. So they're sitting right outside the door over here, and they're banging on the door, so you may hear it, and we'll just try to move along here. But this is an amazing poster. It's way, way better than the US poster. This is 1981's Friday the 13th Part 2. You can see the lead character there, Ginny, played by Amy Steele. And this thing is amazing. I love everything about it. The colors pop. I love that old kind of patina, I guess, that an old poster would have. I think it just looks amazing. I do believe he has another one of these left on his website. So you may want to go check that link. And it probably wouldn't hurt to tell him Toddy Walnut sent you. Maybe you'll get a freebie, maybe not. I can't speak for him. But that is poster number 2. If you stick around till the end of the video, I guess for a little bit of filler, I'll kind of do like a little bit of a room tour. This is my bedroom. This is not like my collecting movie room, but I do have a little bit of stuff in here that I can show you guys. So stick around to the end and we will take a little tour. The next one here is a poster that I did not order. This was a freebie that was sent with the next poster I'm going to show you guys, which I'm really happy about. This was actually a birthday present from me to myself. My birthday is on this Sunday, so this is my birthday present to myself. This movie was called The Sadist, not to be confused with the 1963 movie The Sadist, which was actually a very, very good movie. This one I haven't seen yet. This is The Sadist, also known as Wicked, from 1973. And it used a lot of the same filming techniques, from what I understand, that Brian De Palma used in the movie Sisters, which was kind of a split screen, kind of a panning technique. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really speak much more about it. But it is a murder, mystery, thriller type movie. This imagery is beautiful. I'm not sure how well this is going to come out through my iPhone, but these colors absolutely pop. I mean, they're beautiful. You can see some of the kind of psychedelic coloring, different styles of coloring. That's that Sadist there. It's kind of a purplish pink. And then you have some purples and chartreuse. Get some reds and purples up there with the green skin tones. It really looks amazing. And this was a freebie, which I'm very happy about. I went and bought a couple of cheap frames for these just to get the paper is very brittle. It almost kind of feels like rice paper. You definitely can tell it has some age to it, which I absolutely love. And even though these posters are, you know, some of them are 40 to 50 years old, they were very well stored, I would say, because the white background is still very white. It doesn't have any yellowing. I mean, it does have some imperfections. You're going to get a little bit of creasing, but for the most part, these things are definitely worth my money anyway. I wanted to kind of pass this info along to you guys. Maybe you'll find a gem out there for your collection, or 2 or 3, or who knows. The price is right. So let's get on to the next one, which I'm really happy about. And here it is. I'm so happy about this poster. It's amazing what little things do, you know. Every once in a while you should treat yourself, treat somebody else to something. It's the little things in life that matter the most, I think. And I was so happy to get this poster. This is Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. A movie from 1985. This is an original poster. It was hanging in a theater in Turkey in 1985. Now that character there in the middle, let me see if I can get in there. The brunette with blue eyes, I believe That is supposed to be Pamela, not Pamela Voorhees, not Jason's mother, but Pamela, who was the assistant at the halfway house that Tommy Jarvis was in. She was the assistant to the doctor. I don't know if she was a nurse, I can't remember. But in the movie, she was blonde with blue eyes. She was the female protagonist in that movie. I believe that's supposed to be her, even though the hair is kind of like a reddish brown. But let's take a closer look at the background here. Of course, we know that Friday the 13th Part 5, Jason Voorhees was not in the movie. At least he wasn't alive in the movie. The villain was Roy Burns. He was the paramedic, and you can see him there chasing, again, which looks to be Pamela, even though, again, Pamela has brunette brown hair in that image, when in fact she did have blonde hair in the movie. But you can see a fist holding what looks like either a cleaver or a large blade. You can see some thunder in the sky, lightning I should say. You can see the mask of Roy Burns with the light blue chevrons on the front of the mask. And you can see kind of that, well actually, you know what? That hand is not holding a blade, it's handing a, what does he call it, a sickle or a scythe? I think a sickle is the long one, a scythe is the handheld one. A sickle, you hold it with two hands? I'm not sure, but it's one of those two. And it looks like it's just about to take the head off. It's just drenched in blood. I absolutely love this. And good news for you guys, if you are a fan of this poster, I do believe he has one of these left on his website as well. So if you are interested, you might want to jump on it quick, just because there are quite a few Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees fans out there. And although I don't get very many views on my videos, all it takes is one to go and grab it. So if you're interested in this, you might want to get it before it's gone. And that thing is beautiful. I'm going to pause it and put the two Friday the 13th posters side by side on the bed just so you can get one more view of them. So there they are, side by side in all their glory. We have part 2 on the left, part 5 on the right. Another thing too, if you're interested, you can always write to him and tell him which ones you're looking for. If he doesn't have them on hand, he can definitely find them. He has a way to get stuff. I told him I'm looking for some more Friday the 13th posters, and he's already looking for me. So, and I'm sure if you get to know him like I've gotten to know him, he may cut you some deals here and there. Again, I can't speak for him. I can't guarantee that he will do that for you. But I'm sure if you give him enough business and you become friendly with him, he wouldn't mind working with you on some of this stuff. So let me put the other two up there as well one more time, and then I'll do a quick little tour here just to kind of add a little fluff on this video. So these again are the two free posters that he sent to me. I had no idea that he was going to send me free posters. He just did it. I didn't get to pick it or anything, and I couldn't be happier with the freebies that he sent to me. I think they're absolutely incredible. I also want to mention too that I think I did mention that the size of these posters are 27 by 40. So it means it's 27 inches across the top, 40 inches deep, and you can get these cheap frames at Walmart for 20 bucks. So that's not bad. Compared to this poster here is a 27 by 41. This is Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. This frame here cost me over $100 because it's a custom frame. It's wood and it has glass and it's UV protected, so the poster won't fade. That frame's like 120 bucks. These are just 20 bucks. So it all depends how you want to protect your posters. If you want to spend a little more money to protect your investment, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you want to just go cheap just to get them protected, there's nothing wrong with that either. So here is kind of a quick little tour, just to add a little filler, like I was saying. These posters were not from Space Vintage Monkey. Wait a second here. I want to make sure I get that right. So these posters are on my bed. Space Monkey Vintage is the name of his store. And Mr. Roshi or Mr. Roshi is the owner. But you won't have to worry about that because I will link that down below for you. So check that out. Back over here, these were not purchased from him. These are US posters. These are official posters. This first one is part 9, Jason Goes to Hell, from 1993. This was in an actual theater. This is part 7, The New Blood. That's an authentic poster. And I just got done showing you guys part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Eventually I do want to get all of them, all of the original posters. This one is a fake, or not a fake, but it's a reprint. So I think I paid 20 bucks for this one. This is the original Friday the 13th from 1980 reprint. The original in good condition goes for about 400 bucks. Whereas if you get a nice clean reproduction like this, it was about 20 bucks, maybe 25. Got a little plastic welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. You guys will have to kind of bear with me here. I did not do any extra cleaning for you guys. I didn't do any extra cleaning, but it is fairly clean. That's the Rat Pack. I got that at a Blockbuster video back in probably 1999, 2000 maybe. And that's a very classic scene right there of Dino, Sammy, and Frank at Carnegie Hall from 1961. New York. I have all my Jason figures up here. I will do another video on my figures, an update video later, maybe sooner than later, but not today. And I have some of my rare ones up here. This one's a 2015 Comic-Con exclusive. I believe that was a California Comic-Con, and that thing's going for like 500 bucks now. I had 2 of them at one time. I ended up giving one to a fellow YouTuber. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that was kind of a hot ticket. Even when those came out, that was like 60 bucks, which is pretty expensive for an 8-inch NECA figure, even though it has little Jason and his mom Pam. But yeah, I mean, 60 bucks when that came out, and now it's like 500, maybe even more. That's Sackhead Jason. There's Roy Burns again. That's the poster I just showed you guys from part 5. And that is the video game Jason. And I just got this little cheap mask at a Walmart, or Walgreens, like maybe 5 years ago. It's just one of those old school kind of hard plastic masks, although this is a little softer than the ones I remember as a kid. It's almost kind of rubbery, but it's supposed to look like a retro mask from like the 80s or 70s. I have some of these NECA masks. That one is from part 4. No, sorry, that's part 3. That's part 4. And then we got part 5. Again, that's the Roy Burns mask. And then we have the remake from I can't remember what year now. I think last time I mentioned it I was wrong, so I'm not even going to try to guess anymore. But that was the remake one, and then here's the video game one again. Then I picked up quite a few masks from Rick over at 13X Studios, who does an amazing job with his masks. And he's another guy, if you get to know him, if you become friendly with him, if you buy enough stuff from him over time, he will cut you little deals here and there. I try not to do that though, because these guys, that's their, you know, this is his hobby and it's also his livelihood, you know, and I don't want to get too many deals. I want these guys to get paid, you know. But it's nice to know that they're willing to cut you a little deal every once in a while. It's very nice. And then this was his take on Jason Takes Manhattan. It's supposed to be kind of like what the cover looked like. Kind of the shadows and the water. And then there again is Roy Burns with the blue chevrons. That one is a Tom Savini inspired mask from the video game, the most recent video game. This was a cover mask for a DVD box set that came out like 10 years ago or 15 years ago now. That looks exactly how the DVD box set cover looked. I don't think that was ever in any movie with the big wide chevrons like that under the eyes, only on that DVD box set. And then this one here is a kind of a tribute or kind of a mashup, I guess, of Jason versus Freddy. You can see that it has it's the Jason mask with the Freddy sweater colors, green and red. And it also does have the nail marks, the scratches, the slashes, whatever you want to call it. And this is my favorite one that Rick did. I think this is beautiful. That was a tribute to Steve Dash, who was Jason in part 2. That he was Sackhead Jason. So that was before he even got the mask in part 3. But Rick put that kind of burlap material over the mask to make it look like a tribute. I mean, it's beautiful. It's got blood on there, and it's really, really cool. It has the one eye hole like he had in part 2 when he was Sackhead. That's genius right there. I was so happy to get that. It sold out pretty quick. I don't know if he's still making those. He may. And then this one is it's supposed to be part 3, 3D, get it? Because he has the red and blue eye like the 3D glasses used to have. I thought that was another great idea, so of course I grabbed it. And this is another great idea. This is supposed to be kind of a tribute to Jason X Part 10 when Jason goes to space. When he puts that young lady's face in the liquid nitrogen, you can see the mask is made to look like it's just frozen solid. And then of course I have some blank wall space here, so I will be getting more at some point. My favorite movie of all time, my favorite horror movie of all time, that is the original, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I love that poster. That's amazing. I have a butcher knife that was signed by Nick Castle. This might be a little bit dusty back in here, but he signed in like a red spray paint pen, I guess you would call it. It's a real blade. I don't know how good you can really see that. I don't have a lot of room here to get closer, but on the far left near the tip of the blade he signed Nick Castle, and it said, he inscribed it there, "You can't kill the boogeyman, Michael Myers." Very, very cool. I got a couple of Clint Eastwood figures. Dirty Harry on the left, and his character Blondie from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly there on the right. Got a Another Etsy purchase here. This was the Kemper Mask, made out of silicone, so it looks very, very real. If you guys remember the remake, the one with Jessica Biel, her boyfriend's name was Kemper, and he meets a bad end, and there's a scene where Leatherface is wearing Kemper's face, and it looks very much like this silicone mask here. I have a couple of Trick or Treat Studios. That's part 2, part 3. That's Chop Top Sawyer from part 2. That's the Old Woman mask from part 1. There was 3 different masks that were used in part 1. You have the old woman, or the grandma. You have the pretty woman, the one that had the makeup all over the face. And then I also bought this one was very expensive up here. This was not Trick or Treat Studios. That was done by a professional special effects artist in France. And that is the mask that most people remember from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then you have the mask that George Eastman, well, it's his character from Anthropophagus, the Grim Reaper there on the left of Leatherface. Then you have Bub from Day of the Dead. And then that mask was from City of the Living Dead, a Fulci movie. That is a bust of Jason. I believe that one was from part 6. And that's also a mask from 13X Studios. And then that is Jason from part 3. It's a hard plastic bust, so that's not wearable. And this one's not wearable either. It's full of foam. I would never wear any of these, but that one's a bust, so you couldn't wear that either, the Bub. These are just for display pieces. Then I have some Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. These are Texas Chainsaw Massacre figures. Let's start over here, actually, so I'm getting a glare. That's Bub from Day of the Dead. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Then we have a cloth Freddy Krueger figure from part 2, Freddy's Revenge. And we have Chop Top Sawyer from Texas Chainsaw Massacre part 2. Then we have Leatherface when he was wearing the Pretty Woman mask. There he is again with that mask. And then that's from part 3. I'm trying to get in there better, but there's a glare there. Sorry about that. And I picked up this life-size nun figure from Etsy last summer, I think. She stands about a good, let's see, I'm 6'2". I have her at about 6 feet right now. She's about 2 inches shorter than I am, but you can adjust it if you want to. But I thought she looked a lot more menacing when she's tall. And she's actually very, very cool. Yep, she watches over me every night when I'm sleeping in that bed right there. Oh, I have the original trilogy, but they have since made more, which a lot of them are crap. The remake was good by Zack Snyder. I like that a lot, but this is the original. You got Night, Dawn, and Day. This Night and this Dawn are very high quality reproductions. These are not original, but they're copies of the original, and they look really good. They're very, very high quality. But that Day of the Dead is an actual poster from 1985. It hung in a theater, and it was signed by George A. Romero. It says "Stay Scared," and that's one of his common signatures. He put that on just about everything. Stay scared. I think that's about it for here. Oh, I got, I don't know if you guys like King Diamond at all, or Merciful Fates, but I do have a King Diamond figure from Knuckle Bones. And this is a reproduction here of Planet of the Vampires, which is a really good Mario Bava sci-fi horror film. I recommend it. If you've never seen it before, check it out. And all these up here are just, this is just my Western collection, so you probably don't want to see that. I have a couple of statues over here from Sideshow. These things are like over $1,000 now, I think. This is Jason from Part 3. I've shown these before in other videos. I'm not going to go too in depth. Yeah, these things are pretty rare, very beautiful. I have some water here that was bottled. It says bottled on Friday the 13th, where the legend was born. Camp Nobi Bosco, where Part 1 was filmed. I got some sand from the actual beach where Pamela Voorhees was decapitated. I have a lot of other stuff too. I'm in a different room, but I'm just showing you this stuff now. This is dice made from, I believe, wood from one of the cabins from Part 1. I have a little cardboard standee here. It's not quite, well, maybe it is. Jason Voorhees. A lot of the Jason actors were like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", or more. So yeah, that's probably about 6'3", 6'4". I believe that's supposed to be the Derek Mears one from the remake, and I think Derek Mears is about 6'5" or 6'6". So that's not quite life size, but. And then these are reproductions. Creepshow, Suspiria. These are some of my favorite movies. This was sent to me by a good buddy of mine here on YouTube. He sent this, and he also sent this, which was amazing. Those were the posters that were part of the Scream Factory box set. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to show for today. That's a remake. Not a remake, but a reprint, I should say, of the original The Blob with Steve McQueen. But yeah, I think we'll end it here. I want to thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. Let me know which poster that I had today that you liked the most. And let me know if you'd like to see a update of my horror figures collection. I haven't done that in a while. I could easily make an hour video of that, or maybe, you know, 2 45-minute videos or something like that. I have quite a bit of figures, so if that's something you're interested in, comment below. If I get enough comments about that, I'll go ahead and record one. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Please check those links down below. Help this guy grow. And grab something for yourself, man. It's the little things. Spoil yourself.
Todd's cool. Yeah, I think he likes him. Yeah, let's go hang with him.